Here are 3 of my favorite shots to use for real estate videos and 1 I try to avoid. My name is Brendan, and today we're going to be talking about my 3 favorite shots I like to use for real estate videos. But really, this goes beyond real estate videos. You can use these in pretty much any video out there, any type, be it documentary, interview, product, video, advertising, social media videos, you name it. These are very popular shots to use, and they're very simple to do. If you are new to this, I would definitely recommend trying your hand at any one of these shots. Now, to start off this video, I do want to say I don't like to have static shots when I don't need to have them. This talking head video obviously is one of those situations where a static shot makes a lot of sense. You don't want too much dynamic movement because it's more of an educational, instructional type video, especially in this context. But for my B-roll and things like that, I like to have some sort of camera movement. And a lot of times in post, I will still add a little push in or a little pull out into the video as well, so that there's a little bit of subtle camera movement. The first shot that I like to use is a simple push in. It's really as simple as it sounds. It's also known as a dolly forward. And basically it is you having the subject in frame and moving the camera closer to them forward. So pushing the camera forward toward your subject. A lot of times in real estate, this is pushing into a room slightly. And you want to have something in the foreground to give your audience kind of that perception that the camera is moving, that perception of depth in the image. The second shot I like to use is called a reveal shot. Now, in this type of a shot, reveal, what I mean is you are showing off something that the audience couldn't initially see in the image. The reveal shot can look a lot of different ways. It's most common that you see in real estate where you start behind something and you sort of truck the camera right or left, look around that thing to kind of reveal the room, or you can use this in product video as well. Have something in the foreground and kind of you slide the camera to one of the sides to reveal something that you couldn't previously see in the image. But it doesn't have to just move from side to side. You can also basically tilt the camera up or down. What I personally like to do a lot of times in real estate is actually do a push in and tilt up at the same time, and that reveals the room, or I will have it tilt down as I am pushing in, and that will also reveal the room. You can combine this with a pan as well to have the camera high, pointed a little bit high right, and be pushing into a room and have it tilt and pan at the same time to reveal the room as well. Any one of these combinations, you have tons of creative movement here to be able to create a shot that really fits the scene and captures the thing that you want captured in that image. The third shot I like to use, I call a parallax shot. I've also heard some people call it an orbit shot. Like on drones, a lot of times they call this an orbit. Basically, what this typically looks like is a trucking, a sliding of the camera from left or right while you are panning in the opposite direction. So if I'm starting on this side and sliding my camera this way, I am also turning the camera the opposite direction I'm sliding. So the camera's sort of looking to the right while it's on the left, and as I push it to the right, it turns to the left. Now what this does is if you focus on your subject, it makes the background look like it's moving one way and the object look like it's turning the other way, hence the name parallax in it. So it looks like you have these different movements going on at the same time. There is one shot I try to avoid, and that is a simple panning shot. Basically what that is when the camera is in a static position and you are just kind of turning it one direction to the other. So you see this a lot in very amateur real estate videos where somebody basically takes their phone, shows one side of the room and kind of just pans and shows the other side, or if they have their drone just hovering and they just turn it. There are situations when a pan shot does make a lot of sense and does look good, but I would say in 90% of the situations I see it used in, it just looks very amateur to me. So in general, I try to avoid that shot and use some sort of other camera movement in that shot if at all possible. I hope this information was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. God bless.